Shalom. This morning, as we sit in each other's silence, I'd like to invite you to contemplate how sitting in silence might be a coming home to God's presence in our lives, resting in the grace of God, resting in the grace of God. Let us start by just becoming aware of being physically here, making sure we're not crossing our arms, clenching our fists, crossing our legs. That in our very being, we are open in acceptance and invitation to the presence of God. We also become aware of everything around us, everything folding into the story of our being. Even the chair on which you're sitting, following your contours, extending a welcome to you this morning, to the uniqueness of who you've been created to become and become. As we're sitting there, perhaps the first thing that we might notice is our breathing. And in the rhythm of breathing, we may find some peace, a certain calm, another confirmation of how we uniquely participate in life. Just become aware of your breathing. This morning, let us start from the ground upwards, becoming aware of our feet. Invariably, our feet remind us of being grounded, being rooted, grounded like buildings with strong foundations, rooted like trees, growing upward, extending branches, bearing fruit. And as we become aware of being rooted, perhaps there might even be a suggestion that roots serve growth. Roots are serving growth. And as we rest in this grounding, being rooted, we may even feel our feet becoming heavier, confirming our grounding. Rest in that. As we follow our bodies upwards, we reach our core, and perhaps we find a certain centering there, being centered in the love of God, being centered in our being that we are forever discovering. Rest in that. Rest in your centering. Feel the stability in your core, the calmness. Rest in that. Once again, return to your breathing. And this morning, as we become aware of breathing, allow the in-breath to remind you of Romans 12, verse 2 and 3, where there's a reference to renewal. Every in-breath becomes renewal, anakainosis. And every out-breath, an emptying, kenosis. And the two meet each other in harmony, renewal and emptying, anakainosis and kenosis. And we rest in this circle, emptying and renewal. Perhaps this morning that might open up the possibility of resting in the grace of God. Therefore, for the next 2 minutes or so, I'd like to invite you. Let us sit in wonder as we join each other in sitting in each other's silence. Let us sit in wonder, wondering what it might be to rest in the grace of God, starting to experience that which is ineffable, beyond words, as we rest in the grace of God. So for the next 2 minutes, let us just sit in each other's silence. Breathe in deeply again. And allow this rest which goes beyond knowledge, which can perhaps only be known in experience. Rest in the divine grace to settle within you, to you becoming in a very awe-inspired way. You're becoming participant in that rest. Thank you.